All right. So in this video, I want to talk to you about a real simple scenario. What no one tells you about crypto investing. Now, there's a lot of things I could cover. There's probably 10 points, but I'm going to keep it very short, very sweet, and very simple because the true key to crypto investing is to not let your emotions take over. Now, these are a few points, but not the main ones. Have a plan, be diversified. Now, I'm going to share with you this article right here, what no one tells you about crypto investing. I'm going I'm going to come back to these three narratives that I've just mentioned. And don't let your emotions take over. Have a plan. Be diversified. Okay. So remember those as three overriding themes as we go through this. Okay. Because wherever you're at in your crypto investing journey, brand new, you've been here a while and you're a seasoned veteran, there's probably something you can take away from this video. So thanks for your support. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Okay. So I think that a lot of people think that investing in crypto is complex. And what I mean by this is that when first time you jump into crypto, you go to like a place like CoinMarketCap and you see all these different cryptos and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Right. I have no idea. Okay. So this brings us to the point of diversification. Okay. This brings us right here to diversification. So when you're looking at what do you invest in and what are you trying to figure out, the key is diversification. Here's a very simple way. Depending upon how much money you have, 500, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever you've got, diversification is very simple. Take that total amount of money that you have, and the first thing you need to do is invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum because they make up 68% combined. Bitcoin north of 50+% of the entire crypto market is in those two assets, and everybody should own them. But Austin, I can't afford to buy all of a Bitcoin. Of course not. You don't have to. You can buy $10 in Bitcoin if you want. But my point is that this is part of a diversification strategy. So whatever total you amount, let's say it's 10,000 just for easy math, then put about 65 to 70% of that in Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you want to do 50% and 50%, that's fine. So that right there gets you diversified in the two biggest assets in the entire crypto market. Beyond that, then you go to the top 20, maybe put some in, Polkadot, Cardano, Polygon, XRP, whatever you so choose, and break up about another 20% of that, 20 to 30% of that money, depending upon where you're at in those assets. Again, now you're even more diversified, all right? But you're still invested in all the blue chips. And then leave yourself 5 or 10% on the side in cash, in stablecoin, so that you can do maybe a little bit more higher end, more risky investing, maybe, invest in some of the new tokens coming out or whatever it is. But in those, you're going to be putting like $500 bets on those because you're going to lose more in those than win, but you might pop one or two. That's a very simple crypto investing strategy. And at the core of it, that's how I do it. Okay. So now back to this article that I was showing. Okay. So most people overcomplicate crypto investing. And that's what no one tells you, is that you don't need to overcomplicate it. I just gave you a very good diversification strategy that is not complicated. Okay. So there you go. Again, what no one tells you. All right. Continuing to move on. In the yellow, you're not going to find the next Bitcoin. Okay. And if you think you are, you're sadly mistaken. You're not going to be able to put $12 and then it's going to go to $60,000. That simply is not going to happen. Crypto is too mature and things like that. But going back to that, remember that allocation of funds. Maybe you want to put $100 or $200 or $300 on a brand new Solana meme coin that just launched yesterday. Okay, go into that eyes wide open, but that could be one that could turn a massive profit. To give you some perspective, the last 2 or 3 of those that I've invested in have not done well. But I invested in another one that's done very, very well, that's made more than I lost on the other couple, if that makes sense. But I put very small bets on those brand new token launches as an example. Okay. But you've got to have that diversification strategy in place. And then inside of that diversification strategy, you need to have a plan to basically say, okay, if I bought Bitcoin for X, I want to make a 30% return on that. On the Ethereum, I want to make a 40% return or whatever. So that's part of that plan as well. This is part of the next, don't let your emotions, and then have a plan. Again, what no one tells you is to do either of these. So having a plan is simply I know what my cost for my Bitcoin is. I know what I want to make on it. I want to make 30%. So if I put 1,000 in, I want to cash out and get my 1,000 back plus $300 in profit. That's a very simple way to think about it. But then that way you say, you know what your cost is, and then you know what your exit price is for any and all crypto assets. And by doing that, it also takes the emotions out of play, and you don't approach crypto from a fear-based selling mentality. Okay. Continuing on, there you can pause if you want to read some of these highlighted components here that it's in the purple blue. But I've just kind of really I've touched on those things in various points as I've been talking to you in this video. Now, the one thing about this is that I want to point out this yellow. Setting realistic goals and having measurable factors, you'll be able to audit your position at any point, anytime, and see exactly where you stand. This goes back to what I just said. Okay. So you need, but I really want to pull out reasonable goals. Okay. Most people have very unreasonable goals for their crypto investments. They think I'm going to make $10,000 in the next 10 minutes. That's not reasonable. But if you go at any crypto investment, even if it's a brand new one, a Solana meme coin, which that's where all the hot rage is right now, that launched yesterday, still approach that like I want to make 30% or I want to make 40%. And then when it does, I'm in and I'm out. Okay. That's an example. Don't look at it and go, I'm going to make $15,000 in the next 5 minutes. That is so rare to happen. By the way, that's never happened to me. And I've been doing this for 3+ years. Okay. So just FYI, okay, have realistic expectations. That's massive. And then in the red, risk management is the most important part of the process. Okay. So risk management kind of comes into play, knowing when to buy and when to sell a particular crypto. Now, this is an example of kind of risk management at play. So this is a Solana chart. Now, this is using my trading indicator. If you want to pick it up, links in the description below if you want. It's all down there. There's a discount code down there and all that. But this is an example of risk management. So like, let's say I bought Solana on this buy alert, bought it, sold it. That's 18%. Seeing that blue box, and then bought it again, sold it, made 194%, bought it again, sold it. Okay. So my point to you is, if you want to help yourself with risk management, a trading indicator, don't even use mine, use somebody's. It can give you better insight knowing when to buy and sell and manage that downside risk. Okay. So that's important. Like, to give you some perspective, like this is XRP, and I own XRP, a huge fan of XRP. But like right here, see this red momentum down. That's a sell alert. Okay. Well, let's say you bought it, you had it, and you owned it. Well, if you would basically had not sold at that point, you would have taken, in that red box, you would have taken a 19% loss, right? That's risk management as well. Okay. So you get my point. You buy at the right time, you sell at the right time, and by selling, you minimize those downside losses. Okay. Again, what no one tells you. That's what the theme of this video is. So that's risk management. Okay. So final thoughts. Given you a lot of information here. Hopefully you've gotten some value out of it. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe below. As always, thanks for your support. I truly appreciate you. My name's Austin. I'm here every day for you. See you.